Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for a bit more of an informal video. So today we're going to be doing a first in a Repose series of videos, and we're going to be starting off with Anakin Skywalker. So if you did watch my previous video, you would have seen that Anakin was in the top 5 figures of last year, and I basically just wanted to change up the pose a little bit, avoid him being so stale and stationary, because basically he has been in this very same pose since I finished the review and I just put him up on the shelf. This is how he has looked in this same sort of pose with the robe and everything. So I thought today I might just change some of accessories around a little bit and make him look just a little bit different and reinvigorate the love for the figure just a little bit. Now, I was watching Dean's videos and I'm not trying to replicate anything that he's doing by any means, but I did love his Repose series of videos, hence where I got the idea. And it just really helps you just fall back in love with some of the figures that you haven't posed in a little while. So without further ado, I'm going to take the cloak off and we'll get started. So already you can see, removing the cloak, you can see he's looking a little bit different, and that's exactly what I want. I don't want these same old figures just sitting in the same sort of way that they have been on the shelf. So you can see that the detail on the outfit is still excellent as always. Since I have done the review, he's had that cloak on, so everything has been covered up. It's not getting dusty or anything, so that's all good. Now what I might do is change out some of the hands. I do have the hands just over there. I might change up some of the hands a little bit and I'll get to work on some poses. So already you can tell that the posing is starting to look a little bit more dramatic. And the good thing about these things is they have wires in the sleeves, which makes it look just so much more dynamic. I mean, I could even have this going off to the side a little bit, like he's using his force push, but you can see that he's starting to look a little bit evil. And of course, this is not the dark side version of Anakin, which I'm still on the fence about. We'll have to wait and see. Stay tuned for the next episode of Figure Talk for that. But this is basically the light side version of Anakin, so I'm going to try and steer away a little bit from these evil sort of brooding poses and stick to more heroic sort of Jedi poses. So let's see what we can do with that. Basically, I'm going to have it so he's not looking down so much, so he's looking up a little bit more hopeful. It really helps to establish a sort of narrative on how you want to go. So I want to have this as a more Jedi version of Anakin rather than the Darth Vader. Now, try as I might, it is incredibly difficult to get this figure to look like he is not the evil version of Anakin Skywalker. Just that furrowed brow and these sort of sunken back eyes really cast a shadow in there. And you can see under this harsh lighting that he really does look super evil. But in person, this pose looks a little bit less evil. And you can see I have his left foot a little bit more forward than the other foot, just so it looks like he's stepping out. And I'm trying to replicate that sort of look where he was about to face Count Dooku, and he says, "Count, my powers have doubled since the last time we met," or some such nonsense that he does does say to Count Dooku. But I've tried to replicate just a little bit of movement, just so he's not so static. And I've also brought the face around, and so have I done with the body. Just brought the body just around a little bit to put the focus on the lightsaber rather than his clenched fist. Now you've noticed obviously that I've gone with the lightsaber in one hand, not the other hand, just because he was a bit more of a cocky sort of Jedi, so he didn't carry the lightsaber in both hands. He mainly sort of just used the one. So that's what I've tried to sort of replicate here. But I think this will do it for the Repose video on Anakin Skywalker. I don't want to stretch it out too much. I just want to keep these videos nice and short. So if you guys want to let me know what you want to see next out of the Repose series, I will definitely look into making sure that I get to everyone on your list. So as always guys, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.